In the shadows of soaring cathedrals and the chorus of prayers, a unique and contradictory trade flourished. This is the story of relics, fragments of bone, locks of hair, blood-stained cloth, or slivers of what would believed to be the remains of saints and martyrs. These objects were more than mere symbols of faith. They were valuable commodities that powered the economic and political engines of the medieval church. In that era, possessing a relic was not a trivial matter. Relics were considered bridges between the earthly and the divine, conduits for miracles, and magnets for millions of pilgrims. Yet, behind their holy aura, relics transformed into spiritual currency. The church or monastery that housed them gained not only divine favor, but also worldly prosperity. The influx of pilgrims meant an influx of money, donations, the sale of candles, and lodging, making relics the most critical economic asset. Soaring demand created a shadowy marketplace. Amid fierce competition between cities and churches to become pilgrimage centers, the scarcity of authentic relics sparked a problematic industry. Forgery was rampant. Extraordinary claims proliferated. So many bones of the apostles circulated that it was impossible for all to be genuine, and the pieces of the true cross sold were said to be enough to build a ship. Even more intriguing was the phenomenon of holy theft. Historians like Geary documented how the theft of relics by one monastery from another was often wrapped in religious rhetoric, believed to be God's will for the relic to be relocated to a more worthy site. Yet, behind this divine narrative lay clear economic and political motives to undermine rivals and elevate one's own status. A system that blurred the line between faith and interest. The actors in this trade were not just shady merchants. Many monks, and even bishops, were involved in the circulation of these holy items. Their goals were complex, partly for the glory of God and their church, but undeniably also for prestige, influence, and, of course, financial gain. As scholars have noted, relics, which began as a means of spiritual connection, gradually became the core of a religious economic system. This system built its spiritual legitimacy upon a foundation of material gain. Sanctity became capital, and divine objects became tools for strengthening worldly hegemony. Thus, the relic trade reveals a profound paradox in medieval European history. It holds up a mirror to an era where sincere faith was exploited by market forces, where the line between devotion and self-interest became dangerously blurred, and where spiritual and temporal power were intertwined in a complex and often duplicitous dance. This narrative does not seek to vilify a single party, but to understand how a system can form where holy intentions and the human instincts for power and wealth converge, with consequences that echoed for centuries.